About to lose a mule, sir.
Detail! Uh-oh!
Easy, Jack. We'll fix you up just fine. Couple of minutes more and his skin would have been rubbed raw by this here dingus, sir.
You're in the Army now, sailor. And the Army's got a name for that dingus.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, sir. Feels better, don't it?
You look like the kind of a sailor that had a parrot to talk to.
No, sir. Just a monkey.
And now a one-eyed mule.
What the fool devil are we wasting time on now?
Why, Mr. Henshaw, we're fixing a dingus. Hurry it up, Driscoll.
Aye, aye, sir. Yes, sir.
You get that fool sailor back in that fool wagon, Lieutenant, and we might get out of here alive. If them fool Indians is going to jump us, it'd be in a fool place like this.
If there are any Indians up there, Mr. Henshaw, a fool 3 minutes won't make any difference.
What do you mean, if?
Mason, you and Jennings, you're in charge of the livestock. Stay with them. Now, this is the first time for some of you. I warn you, when they attack, they'll scream like maniacs. Just keep in mind what you've learned. This will outfire their rifles 10 to 1. War whoops won't hurt you, but fear will. Make every shot count. The Indian you miss may be the one that gets you. Now, take cover. Here they come. Get down.
Fools. Whole fool army of fool sailors.
Come on, firing! Gordon, take care of the wounded. You can't do anything for him. Now, you did a good job, but it may not be over. Start cleaning this place up. Driscoll, Meyer, Browning, you're on guard. Now, the rest of you get to work. I don't think they'll come back. But we'll be ready for them if they do. What do you think, Mr. Henshaw?
I think you lost your livestock.
Well, my guess is that'll satisfy them. I don't think they'll try to hit us again.
They don't need to. All they got to do is sit and watch us worry. Unless you figure on the U.S. Army coming to get us out of this.
That won't happen. Not in time to do us any good. Fort Smith, they'll think we've already reached Kearney. And at Fort Kearney, they won't know we ever left Smith.
Hey, Lieutenant, sir, look! He came back. I knew he wouldn't like it with all them engines. Come on, Jack. That's a good mule.
Mr. Henshaw, this is not an order, it's a request. I'd like you to take that mule and ride to Fort Kearney. Can you do it?
Well, I'm glad you didn't make that an order, Lieutenant, because I'd hate to have to say no to an order. As for your requests, no, I can't. I can't raise snowballs in hell either. I'm in no hurry to get there in case some fool down there wants me to try. Maybe them Indians won't attack, but they're fool sure not going to let any of us out of here. And I ain't going out there to get myself killed.
Lieutenant, how about letting me go? Well, it's my mule. I can get through.
Listen to who wants to be a hero. Sailor knows more about Indians than I do.
At least he knows one thing. All right, Driscoll, you got yourself a job.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
You're going to send that fool kid out to get himself killed?
Mr. Henshaw, you made your speech. Now shut up. As soon as it gets dark, you ride to Fort Kearney.
Aye, sir. I'm in, yes, sir.
I'm sending Driscoll now. Anything you want to tell him?
Nope.
Driscoll?
Aye, sir. I'm in, yes, sir.
Anyhow, he's one fool we can spare.
You can still change your mind. It won't go against you on your record.
Well, I kind of got a stubborn streak in me, sir. Like that mule there.
You know what you're getting into?
Yeah, yes, sir. The only thing I'm really scared of, sir, is getting drowned. Well, that's why I quit the Navy and joined the Army. I figured, well, I wouldn't have to be scared of getting drowned way out here.
Well, your best bet is right up that mountain. One, they won't expect you to go that way. And two, that mule can outclimb any horse. Once you get past the Indians, you can outrun them as long as you keep to the mountains. I figure it'll be morning before you get to the valley on the other side. But be sure it's clear before you go out in the open. Because from then on, that mule is no match for their horses.
Yes, sir.
Now, the way I've worked this out, Fort Kearney is about 20 degrees south of west. That mean anything to you?
Yes, sir. Don't know much, but the sky and the stars are old friends of mine. I'll find Fort Kearney all right, sir.
Yeah. You'll need these worse than I will. Now get going.
Yes, sir.
Well, what do you want?
Just, well, I wanted to thank you for trusting me, sir. You too, Mr. Henshaw.
Fool kid. Thanks for trusting me, he says. Who's he got to trust?
Somebody had to go.
Well, it didn't have to be no fool kid sailor.
I didn't hear anybody else volunteer.
Changed my mind.
A little late for that.
Maybe not. That fool sailor leading those Indians up the mountain, a man on foot might just get through the pass.
Glad to have you back in the Army, Mr. Henshaw.
Well, Jack, if there was any Indians out there, there wouldn't be no buffaloes. So let's get going, huh?
Esponde!
Cachupé! Yeah! ¡Vamos acá! All right, Jack. You go your way, I'll go mine.
Stand out there gawking and shaking all day? I don't know what keeps you alive. Is there any trick you don't fall for?
How did you get here?
Through the pass.
Well, I don't see how
I ain't got time to explain it. Them Indians is coming back, you know.
They are?
Oh, for... Take a good look at that one out in front. One with the lion claws around his neck. We won't get to Fort Kearny without killing him.
Well, let's do it now, then.
How? He won't fight until he gets us in a hole. But he won't get us in a hole if you'll do every fool thing I say. I mean, shut up. We're going through the woods. We won't be able to ride up on us. They'll have to follow on foot. And they're fast on foot. But we gotta be faster. Come on.
I don't see them anywhere.
That's when you worry. When you don't know where they are. Come on. Now what?
Smoke. That couldn't be Fort Kearny, could it?
Kearny's 10, 12 miles from here. It's probably Lion Claw's camp, and we're walking right into it.
You figure he's still behind us?
What do you think? Put that down. One shot and you'll have the whole Indian camp down on us.
Well, what can we do?
You pray. I'll think. That's the short way. That's longer. We have a river to cross. So probably Lion Claws won't figure we'll go that way, so that's the way we'll go. We gotta get across that river before he gets here or we're dead. full feet under or you'll wind up drowning after all. 'Cause I ain't got time to come back for you. Oh, my wrist. Oh, easy. Well, leave me alone, leave me alone. Fool. Fool!
Now, who's a fool?
I am. My rifle's gone. I think my leg's broke. Never did have no sense.
Just let me help you here.
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Leave me alone.
I got two of them.
Yeah. Made enough fool racket to bring on 50 more.
Well, now, just what did you want me to do?
Get out of here. Get onto the fort.
I'll leave you here?
I'll take care of myself.
You can't even walk. If I go, you go with me.
Oh, sure. You're just going to pick me up and tote me. You couldn't carry me if you had 4 arms.
Well, if you lean on me, I can help you walk.
Blamed fool. Just get us both killed.
I ain't gonna leave you here.
Listen, sailor, you got a job to do. There's men back there counting on you. You got no way out. Look out, knife! Driscoll, are you hurt bad?
My eyes. I can't see anything. Where are you? Can't see a thing.
Come on, toward me. Come on, try. That's it. Come on, you can make it. Come on. A little to the left. Come on, come straight ahead. Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. Let me take a look at you. Come on.
I can't see a thing.
No, I reckon you won't for a while. Keep your hands off your eyes and just make them worse. So, put this around your head.
Well, what are we gonna do now?
Nothing. We started out 2 full men. 1.5, anyway.
Well, we can't just sit here and cry about it, can we? Now, you can see and I can walk, so let's just get going, huh?
Are you out of your mind? You can't hold me up for 10 long miles.
Well, I can try.
No.
Well, I'm gonna make a good start at it anyway.
Oh!
It's gonna hurt a lot less if you just lean on me and keep your mouth shut.
Now, fool.
All right, which way do I go now? There?
You fool, sailor. Begin to sound like me. To your left. We're gonna pick up the rifle. There we are. Straight ahead. Hold it. I think we'd better barrel it.
I think we're on a wagon road. It's got to lead to the fort. Henshaw, which way do I go? Which way is the fort? Oh.
Easy, friend. Don't shoot. Easy now, easy. We're cavalry. Where are you from, soldier? That's the captain talking.
Private Dennis Driscoll, sir. Lieutenant Burke's troop from Fort Smith.
Where's Lieutenant Burke?
Well, the Indians got the troop pinned down on the old trail, sir, just west of the pass.
Take care of him. And him. Yes, sir.
Fool, sailor.
And you are a fool civilian.
What are you two calling each other's fools for after what you've done?
It takes a fool to be a hero, soldier.
Don't it look wonderful this morning? Don't it? After we eat breakfast, we'll go swimming and fishing and everything. Yahoo! Morning, Ma.
We'll eat as soon as your pa comes in from the barn. My, somebody's real happy. I should have known the way you yahooed out there. Sound like one of the Cayuse Indians when he catches one of those big river salmon. And all the time I thought you didn't want to come out here to Wallowa.
Didn't want to come out? Why, Wallowa was the best place we ever lived. Better than all those other places in Colorado, Kansas. Oh, gosh, Ma. Oh, you're joshing me.
I'm happy too, son. Yeah, all the moving on we done, I think it's over. We've just been here 3 weeks and so many good things have happened. Never saw your pa so settled and satisfied.
Well, it should be, with the store and the white cow and all the other livestock, and everybody's saying that the territory of Washington has a better future than any other place we've been in. And all the hunting, fishing, and rivers and hills. Ah, gosh, Ma.
Gosh is right. What is it, John?
The cattle are gone.
Oh, no.
Not the white cow.
Yes, the white cow, too.
10 other cattle just can't disappear.
Well, they did.
They gotta be somewhere. And the white cow, why, there's no other like her. She just can't disappear.
She did, son.
And old Chief Pie-Toot was lying when he said she'd bring us good luck.
Oh, the chief was talking. He was trying to raise the price on that cow. It's a Cayuse Indian legend that a white cow with crossed horns is good luck.
Good luck or bad luck, she's the best cow stock in the territory.
John, what are you going to do?
I don't know. There's not a lawman within 50 miles of here. I better go with the camp and have a talk with the chief. He seems to know everything that's happened here in Wallowa. Maybe he can give me a lead.
Can I go?
Yeah, sure. We'll eat later. Let's go, son.
Huh? Can't close the store today. Why, it's Saturday. People be coming in.
I know.
Hey, maybe Pie-Toot come in to buy something.
The store can wait. We can't.
Morning, Mr. Wiley.
Morning, Zeke. Morning, Jake.
Well, there he goes to get himself an education.
Yep, lost himself a cow.
Lucky cow. Don't forget the lucky boy.
Well, it's lucky for old Chief Pie-Toot. How many times do you figure he sold that cross-horn critter, stole it back, and then sold it again?
Oh, 6, 8 times as near as I can recollect. Old Pie-Toot starved. Might even have to go to work if he didn't have that lucky cow to sell and steal back again.
That won't happen. Not as long as there's easy marks like Mr. Wiley, who moving into Wallowa and then going broke and moving on.
You know, I kind of feel sorry for him.
Well, it don't help a fool none to feel sorry for him.
Well, I guess it don't.
Pa, if we don't find the white cow and the rest of the cows, we have to go away?
Go away. Why do you ask that? We still have the store.
Yeah, I know, but
Look, son, you like it here in Wallowa, don't you?
best place we ever lived.
Well, don't you worry about it. I promise you we'll stay. Chief, the cattle you sold me are gone. And the white cow, too.
You want help find them?
Well, I thought you might give me a lead.
White man across the river. Maybe they steal.
Oh?
They steal, do it all the time. You not get 'em back. But don't look sad. I sell you more cattle.
Well, I know, Chief, but things are a little different now. You wouldn't sell me the herd unless I bought the white cow, too. Well, now you don't have the white cow, so there's no reason why I shouldn't look around before I do any more buying.
Where you look? Best place to look is here. I got plenty good cattle. Got another white cow, too.
Oh? You got another white cow? It can't be as good as the first one.
Like twins, got proof.
What proof?
Got same crossed horns.
But there can't be two of them.
Quiet, son. Same kind of a cow. White. With the same crossed horns. All right, I'll take the cattle, Chief, and the white cow. When can I see him?
Oh, no. Way down the river take long time to find. I tell you when. And when you buy, I give big feast like last time.
Pa!
You got yourself a deal, Chief. Come on, son.
Pa, there can't be another white cow like the one we had. Chief Pie-Tooth's a crook.
How do you know?
Some kids, grown-ups too. They say he's been cheating people for a long time, especially if they're new.
And especially if they don't know any better, son. That might be. But it ain't necessarily so they ain't another cross-horned cow like we had.
But even if there is, how you gonna pay for it? And how you gonna get the money to pay for another whole herd?
Well, we still have the store and the house we can borrow on them.
But if you do that...
We do what we have to, son. That's the way life is, whether we like it or not. Now, let's leave it at that for now. Satisfied?
I don't care what you say.
Eddie.
I don't care. That is the same white cow. Chief Pie-Tooth and his Indians stole it from us. Then he sold it back. And then he took our money. And then he laughed.
A lot of cows look alike, Eddie.
Not that much alike.
I never accuse a man unless I can prove he's guilty.
Well, what are you gonna do about it? Just let him?
Son, there's an old saying. You give a man enough rope and sooner or later he'll hang himself. I gotta get back to the store. I've been gone too long already. You put the rest of the cows in the barn and keep your eye on them till I come back home.
You heard what your father said, Eddie.
What's the matter with him?
Your father knows what's right and wrong better than you do now, son. Go on, do what you're told.
Get in there! Get!
I've called you a dozen times. Now, where have you been?
In the barn.
Sit down here and eat your lunch before it gets all stony cold.
I'm not hungry.
Eddie, now you listen to me. You're old enough to be talked to as though you were almost a grown-up man. Your father has made his mistakes. Everybody has, dear, but that's how we learn, by experience.
How come he let Pie-Tooth sell him the white cow twice? Why?
I don't know, but I'm sure he had his reasons. Well, I'm not even sure it is the same cow.
I am. Well, I don't want to move anymore.
Well, who says you're going to have to? Yes, you are growing up, aren't you? You're to the stage where you think you could judge your father.
No, Mom.
All right. Your father has owned stores in other towns before, and he's bought cattle. And he's lost the stores, and he's lost the cattle, too. But, son, it's not going to happen again.
He bought in the store to buy the white cow back.
Eddie, look at me. I haven't lost faith in your father, and I never will. And don't you. Don't you ever. Why, as long as the three of us keep on believing in each other, why, there's nothing that can hurt us. Nothing. Do you understand what I mean, son, do you?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, you can't just guess so when your faith is being tested.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Hello. Hiya, son. Where you been all afternoon?
Just walking around.
Ma's been waiting for these things. Now, you get them to her in a hurry, here?
Yes, Pa.
You know, if it's still light enough after we have a bit of supper, we might do a little fishing.
I don't feel like it.
Hey, son. How's your pa feel about old Piatooth now?
Why don't you ask him?
Well, you don't have to get so huffy about it.
None of your business anyhow.
Well, that ain't. But, well, we feel kind of sorry for it. We don't like to see no tenderfoot come into town and get took in by no conniving redskin.
My pa knows what he's doing.
Well, he ain't doing very good at it. It's like the storekeeper that was here before him. Old Chief Piatooth would sell him cattle that the Indians stole to start with, and then they'd steal him from him, and then make him buy him back all over again.
And next thing you know, he ain't got no farm, no cows, or no store.
He ain't got nothing, except a lesson that he learned too late.
You know, I was you, I'd run home and see if that cow's still there.
Shut up! Shut up!
Kids are mighty touchy.
Hey, Yellow Belly.
What'd you call me?
I called you Yellow Belly. That means coward. That means you. You and your old man, he's a real big Yellow Belly. Big fool, too.
Who says so?
I say so, my old man says so, everybody says so. What are you gonna do about it?
Stop it! Stop it! Oh, you promised me you wouldn't fight.
I had to, Ma.
You didn't have to. You just wanted to.
So, when they said that about your Pa,
You thought you could fight your pa's battles for him.
well, someone's got to stop him from saying those things about you.
Calling me a coward? What's worse? A fool?
Now, John, I'm not going to sit here and listen to talk like that.
Now, it's better off being said right out than bottled up inside. All right, son, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give the people something new to talk about. First thing in the morning, I'm going over and see the chief.
Pa, if you're going to go settle things with Chief Piatooth, you better take a club, or even a gun. Oh, it'll be all right, 'cause he's so big and you're so... you don't have to shoot him. Just scare him.
Now, your father didn't say he was going to fight Chief Piatooth.
That's right, son, I didn't.
But you said...
I said we were going to give the people something new to talk about. Now, I don't want to hear any more about it. I've got some chores to take care of.
$25 reward for return of white cow, ball strayed or stolen last night. Crossed horns form lucky X. No questions asked. You know, he's already bought that white cow back from Chief Piatooth once.
Now he's gonna do it again. That just shows you how big a fool he is.
But I didn't figure he was that much of a fool.
Well, now you know.
You know, I wouldn't mind having that $25 reward myself.
And you wouldn't mind being scalped neither, 'cause that's what's gonna happen to the person that tries to cut Piatooth out of collecting the money on that white cow again.
Come on. Ooh. Wiley!
Hello, Chief.
No find 'em lucky cow.
How far'd you look?
Look in river, look in hills, no lucky cow.
Well, I hope you're going to keep looking.
My people tired looking.
What if I raise the reward?
Lucky cow gone, nobody find 'em.
Chief, I am a little short on cash, but I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll raise this reward to $50.
Mr. Wiley, I ain't one to put in or anything like that, but you're gonna let that Indian bleed you to death? That's just what he's doing. Now, he knows where that cow is. He's just waiting for you to raise the ante before he brings her in. And you fell for it.
Thanks, Zeke, but I think I can take care of this matter.
You're gonna take care of yourself right into the poorhouse. That's what you're gonna do.
Well, that'll be my tough luck. What about it, Chief? $50.
Cash?
Cash. Hello, son. You know, your mother's been worried about you. I think you ought to get along home. Unless you want to go with me and look for that lucky cow.
Mr. Wiley, can't you get it through your head? You don't have to hunt for nothing that ain't lost. And if you're like Piatoot, you know where to find it.
I don't think I follow you, Zeke.
No, you sure don't. You sure don't.
Pa, you're not closing the store again, are you?
That's right. Come on.
Do I have to?
Well, I think it's a pretty good idea, yes. Come on.
You know, appears to me that boy got more sense in his paw.
He sure does.
Chief Piatoot sure got those people right under his thumb. He's even got the women and the youngsters looking for that white cow.
Old Piatoot knows where it is, all right.
You sure, son? Couldn't possibly be that they just don't know where to look.
They know where to look, all right. Anyhow, Chief Piatoot knows.
Look over there. I think they've given up.
They're not giving up. They're just taking a rest till you raise the reward again.
What makes you think that?
Everybody thinks you will.
Everybody but me. Here comes the chief now.
Lucky cow lost. Lost bad. No finding. My people too tired to look anymore.
Well, that's very discouraging, Chief. $50 is a lot of money.
Maybe not enough. Maybe we look more, you go higher.
Well, I'd have to think about that, Chief.
Pa!
Chief, you say your people are very tired. Well, I think it's only fair that they receive some reward for their effort. Now, why don't you get them all together and we'll have a barbecue at my place?
You feed them all?
We feed them all. And the people in town, too. This is all of it, gentlemen. Eat hearty.
No, thank you, sir.
I'm plumb full, Mr. Wiley, thank you.
He's as happy as if he had good sense. He ain't half as happy as old Chief Piatoot.
Thing is, that when old Wiley's busted, old Piatoot will still be in business selling his lucky cow.
Look at him. Look at him.
Your father knows what he's doing.
How about some more, Chief?
Good meat.
Quiet. Quiet, everyone.
Speech! Speech! Give us a speech, Mr. Wiley.
I'm not a speech maker, but I just want to say that I'm glad everybody enjoyed our little get-together. And I want to thank Chief Piatoot here for trying to find our lucky cow. But before anyone leaves, there's just one more thing. I've got a big surprise for everybody.
What do you suppose that poor fool's gonna do now?
I don't know.
Oh, Ma, why doesn't he quit?
He's not the quitting kind. Look, Eddie. Look.
Old Piatoot didn't steal the cow. Pa stole it from himself. He knew it all the time.
Well, you done it, Mr. Wiley. You sure put one over on old Pietute. Yes, sir, you sure did. The old chief's out of business. No more lucky cow to sell and steal. You're quite a man, Mr. Wiley.
Sure are. You know people are going to be laughing about this for 100 years.
The chief ain't laughing. You know what you ought to do with these, Mr. Wiley? You ought to nail them over your store. They'll make you lucky. The people will come from miles around just to see them.
Hey, that's a good idea.
We'll nail them up for you, Mr. Wiley.
Well,
yeah,
thanks.
let's do that. Come on. Hey, come on. Come on. Come on. We'll nail them up for you. Oh, yeah.
Huh? Why didn't you tell me?
Why didn't I tell you what, son? That your pa might be smarter than he looks? You wouldn't have believed me anyway,
Oh,
would you?
John, stop teasing him. Your father was never afraid of Chief Pietute or anyone, anywhere we've ever lived. But using a gun or a club on Pietute wouldn't have proved a thing. This has.
Well, it cost me a mighty good white cow, but I guess it was worth it.
Pa? Now they're laughing with you. Instead at you.
We get some rain, we're going to parcel this out with a teaspoon. Any questions? Line up and get your ration.
Well, if we don't get some rain, your cattle ain't gonna last a week.
I don't know that yours are any better off.
Well, nobody's any better off. It's like this up and down the state.
We got to do something.
Now, what do you got in mind? All we need is a miracle. And miracles ain't been happening around here lately.
You know something, Big John? Maybe one's just about to happen.
Howdy, gents. Nice day, ain't it? That is, if it don't rain.
By Ching, he's a rainmaker. Is that right, mister? Are you a rainmaker?
Oh, sorry. Wished I was. The only rainmaker I know is Mother Nature. All I am is what you might call a midwife.
A midwife?
That's right. Only Mother Nature can make rain. All I can do is kind of help her along a little.
I know this fella, Big John. I was in Kansas when he brought in 4 whopping inches of rain.
Not me, my friend. Mother Nature. Now then, can one of you gentlemen tell me where I am?
Now you're in Graham County, Arizona.
Graham County, eh?
Look, Big John, we can
Where are you heading, mister?
Waltham County. Now that'll be the next county right straight down the line, won't it?
That's about 7 or 8 miles straight south.
South. Oh, well, nice talking to you, men.
Now, hold on there, Mr.
Bleak. Fenimore Bleak.
We ain't gonna let him ride off just like this.
Why not?
Because rain's about the thing we can use most of.
You speak right, friend.
Man says you can't make rain.
That's fact. The only one that can make rain is old Mother Nature. Same old girl that let down 5.5 inches up in Nevada country, where I just came from. Nearly lost my cannon on that flood. Well, nice talking to you, man.
Now, hold up there. Let him go. And lose maybe our only chance for rain. I stand to lose a lot of cattle if this dry spell don't break.
We all do, Bates.
You heard what he said. 5 inches of rain up in Nevada.
5.5, friend.
Think what half of that would do for us. I'll tell you what I heard. I heard the man say can't make rain.
But that's just his way of talking.
That right, mister? That's just your way of talking?
You know something, Mr.
Brewer. Big John Brewer.
I liked you, Mr. Brewer. You got a way of coming straight to the point. The fact of the matter is, I couldn't help you even if I wanted to. My services are spoken for over in Waltham County. Mr. Fletcher and a Mr. Reed. Neighbors of yours, I reckon. Fletcher? Reed? Oh, you know him.
We know him.
Well, that's the way it is. First come, first served. Maybe Mother Nature will come through for you on her own. Been known to happen.
Are we going to let him slip through our fingers? The man's a weasel. Can't say anything straight out. For my money, he's a pure fake. Waltham County can have him.
Get up.
All right, heave it, you mule-eared weasels. Get us moving. Watch those wheels there, you dog-out, lily-livered, lop-eared mules. You buzzard, get in. Easy now. Get hold of that wheel there. Come on now, pull a little bit. Easy now.
Keep going, Reed. We don't want to waste all day here.
Yeah. All right, watch it, you guys. All right, you ready? Let's go.
Get us. Get us. Hey,
Get up. Get up. Yeah. Get up. Yeah. Yeah. Get up
Mr. Bleak?
Well, Mr. Brewer.
What's your deal with Waltham County?
Deal?
I'm talking about money. How much are they paying you for your midwifing?
Oh, same as I get anywhere else, just my expenses. $1,000.
That's a lot of expense.
Well, not when you consider my time and the nature of my equipment. Then if old Mother Nature should prove stubborn, why, nobody's hurt bad. I go on my way, no hard feelings.
And if it rains?
Then I get $1,000. An inch. Measured in the courthouse of Waltham County.
$1,000 an inch?
Well, that's for the first 4 inches. After that, I get $2,000 an inch.
Well, I'd say, Mr. Bleak, you got yourself a mighty good business.
Now, Mr. Brewer, you're a cattleman. You know the value of rain during a dry season. Now, the money's spread thin, nobody's hurt bad, everybody comes out ahead. Now, that's the way I like to do business.
Morning, Reed.
Morning, Big John. You all right?
Oh, fine, fine. That was nothing.
Morning, Fletcher.
Well, good morning, Big John. Let's get the wagon moving.
All right. Get rolling. All right, get up in there. Miss Brewer.
That man's a fraud, Fletcher. He's bluffing. It's a free country, Big John. Think what you like.
He plays the odds. If it doesn't rain, he loses nothing. If it does, he rakes in a big pot.
Have you taken a good look at your cattle recently, Big John?
I have.
Maybe he's bluffing. We ain't in no position to call.
Neither are we.
What do you say?
I'm saying Graham County is willing to share the deal.
Willing?
I'm saying we share bleak. Graham County shares half the cost for half of the rain. We set him smack dab on the county line.
I thought you had him pegged for a fraud.
I do, but I've been outvoted. The Graham County ranchers wanted me to speak for them. They want in on the deal.
Why should we share him?
Well, it seems only right, we being neighbors and all, and both in the same fix.
Suppose he don't produce.
Both stuck even.
And what do we get for thinking up the idea and bringing him in?
Our thanks, if it rains.
No deal, Big John. We need all the rain we can get and then some.
You speaking for all of Waltham County?
He is. There comes a time when a man's got to look out for his own.
Fletcher, you know it don't set very well for neighbors to behave that way.
Well, I'll tell you what, neighbor. If our rainmaker cooks up a real spellbinder of a storm, and the rain spills over the county line, you folks can have the overflow, free of charge.
Let's get started. The meeting of the Graham County Ranchers Association is in session. Right here now. We're open for discussion.
Ain't nothing to discuss. We need rain, not talk.
I say we go over and drag that rain man back across the county line. We saw him first. They got a legal right to him, Bates. Dragging him back would be kidnapping.
Well, what are we going to do? Sit around and watch while our cattle drop like flies?
Well, suppose we hire another rainmaker. What do you mean, like asking Navajos to do a rain dance for us?
Well, I agree with Big John. Stealing that rainmaker ain't legal, and I'm against kidnapping. But even a rainmaker's got to have something to work with. Now, it ain't that the man can work magic.
What are you getting at, Fuller?
What happens if they wake up one morning and find that cannon gone?
You could hardly call that kidnapping.
In a way, cannons is really public property.
Well, I'm against it.
We supposed to sit on our thumbs watching their cattle get fat while ours thin down to shoe leather?
It just ain't reasonable, Big John. Well, you said yourself, them fellas won't even talk to us.
But this way we can get them to come to us.
Yeah, throwing lead all the way. Hot blood, that's what's in the saddle here. That sun's heating up a dang sight more than the rocks. What are you gonna do? Sneak in the hen house for a chicken and find out you got a crow? How do we know that fella's gonna produce for us anyway? Are you ready to stage a full-scale war for a skinny crow?
We got to do something, Big John. We can't just sit by and watch while our stock dies off by inches.
There's only one thing I can think of that makes any kind of sense. Take your hats off. Lord, you know, without me telling you, that we're not the kind of people that come bothering you every day. We need rain, Lord, and we need it bad. If you can't send us any, we won't argue with you. But since you made all men equal, it seems we got a right to ask. Don't send Waltham County rain and leave us high and dry. Treat us all alike. That's all we ask. Amen.
Amen.
By George, isn't that thunder?
Ain't you never heard a cannon before?
Well, let's wind her up again.
When can we expect some results, Mr. Bleak?
Well, now that's kind of hard to say. You see, we gotta get the message through to old Mother Nature. We gotta wake her up. We gotta let her know we mean business. Gotta let her know we're expecting. Remember, old Mother Nature is a woman. And sometimes the ladies, they don't go according to the rules. Sometimes they gotta be coaxed more than at other times. All right, boys. Load her up good. No halfway measures for this old girl. That's the secret, Mr. Reed. 26 years of toil and trouble.
What is that stuff?
Phlogiston.
What?
I've already told you more than you need to know. I wouldn't have told you that much if I thought you had the scientific background to understand it. Phlogiston. The inner essence of all things, living or otherwise. Nature's glue. Gets up there and plays in the air like one of them concert people on a grand piano. Quicksilver and honey. Things we mortals wouldn't even begin to understand. Is that a fact? Now, if I thought you were capable of understanding this, why, I might be able to...
Yeah?
Hey, Reed!
Excuse me. Yeah? Big John's men. Our cannon must be keeping them awake. Should I get rid of them? No need to. They won't hurt us. Let them look if they want to.
All right, boy. Primed and ready. Let her rip.
Counted 9 head loss yesterday. There'll be double that today.
We got to do something, Big John.
What do you got in mind?
You know what I got in mind.
Oh, that don't make sense, Bates. That cannon's been going off for 7 days now. People of Waltham County ain't no better off than we are.
Oh, ain't they?
You had a good look today up toward Round Knuckle Ridge?
Them's rain clouds. A whole suitcase full of them.
And headed straight for Waltham County.
It's gone! Wake up! Wake up, you fellas! Wake up! My cannon's gone! Get Mr. Fletcher! Go get Mr. Reed! Somebody! We need some help! Mr. Reed, they took the cannon! Why aren't you fellas doing something? That cannon's been in my family 100 years. Why, I loved it like a brother!
Don't worry, Mr. Bleak. We'll get your brother back for you.
All right, let's go.
I'm going to ask you just once, Big John. Step aside.
What did you have in mind, Fletcher?
We aim to take that cannon, one way or another.
I never did understand why you couldn't carry a 6-gun like the rest of us.
I'm carrying one now.
I couldn't help but notice.
Now, wait a minute, boys. There ain't no use fighting over this thing. Ham!
Right there runs the county line. Waltham that side, Graham this. Now, it's only neighborly to tell you that Waltham men ain't welcome on this side without a written invite.
We don't aim to fool much, John.
You get the idea somewhere that we're in a playful mood?
Now, boys, I want to tell you something about that cannon, and you got to listen.
Last chance, Big John. That cannon means rain to us. Life or death.
If that cannon works, Fletcher, it works for both or neither.
That's just it. The cannon doesn't work. It's just a bunch of noise. It's a fake.
What? Let's get on with it, Fletcher.
And this box, it doesn't have anything in it but dirt.
Oh, the heck with all this talk.
Hold it. I felt something on my face.
You haven't yet, but you're going to. Oh, wait a minute. I felt it too.
I was saying, the drinks are on me.
Well, I guess there's no point arguing about that cannon anymore.
Nope.
No hard feelings.
Nope.
Won't be any strain paying Bleak either. Shared it between Waltham and Graham.
Seems to me I remember you saying that he was your rainmaker.
have here a newspaper clipping which quotes the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. as confirming the theory that the earliest ancestors of the camel roamed what is now North America. And since the camel originated right here, I'm sure you'll be interested in the story of the great American camel experiment of 100 years ago. I call the story Camel Trade. The two men who rode into this valley in 1847 knew nothing about camels having roamed in this region 40 million years ago. They were on an exploring trip, the first white men ever to set foot in this place which a party of 49ers would later name Death Valley. They are Edward Fitzgerald Beale, lieutenant in the United States Navy, presently on land duty, and the famous scout Kit Carson. They're interested not in the past, but the future, seeking new routes westward. Yet, oddly enough, it is camels they're discussing.
You know that book by Abbe Huck I was reading out loud to you last night, Kit?
You ever travel without a book in your pack, Ned?
Well, not if I can help it. It gave me an idea, though. If camels are so useful on the deserts of China and Tibet, why couldn't they be equally useful here in our American desert?
They'd sure scare the blue blazes out of the Indians.
And outrun the Indian ponies, too, which is more than our cavalry can do. By George, the next time I go to Washington, I'm going to put the idea up to Jefferson Davis.
Jefferson Davis? Who's he?
He's head of the Senate Committee on Military Affairs and vitally interested in opening up the West.
Go to it.
You kind of skeptical about the idea of a camel corps?
No. I just never seen a camel, that's all. Except in pictures.
And you will, though. I predict you'll see them on our American desert as part of the Army transport system, and within the next few years. It wasn't until 4 years later, though, in 1851, that I got the chance to present my idea to Jeff Davis.
Do you know, Mr. Davis, how much a pack camel can carry? Over 1,000 pounds. Do you know how far a riding camel can travel? 90 miles a day. They require almost no water and can live for weeks on their own humps.
You've done a lot of reading on the subject, Lieutenant.
Everything I could lay my hands on for the past 4 years. What I know about the Southwest hasn't come out of books, though. I've lived that.
I'll say you have. I reckon there's no man in this country, unless it's Kit Carson, knows the Southwest better.
The more I travel it, the more convinced I am that camels are the answer. Look at the distance between these army posts. Vast, arid stretches, overrun with hostile Indians. How are you going to patrol them? How are you going to provide communication, transport supplies, protect the immigrants going to the gold fields?
With camels.
You really mean it?
I certainly think it's worth a try.
Mr. Davis.
I'll present the matter to Congress at the earliest opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. 3 times Jefferson Davis put the Camel Project up to Congress, and each time they rejected it. It was frustrating, especially as I had been months working out a plan to open a road across the Southwest with the camels as soon as we got them over here. I decided to go east to my home in Chester, Pennsylvania, where my wife, Mary, was waiting.
Ned, I feel sure that Jeff Davis will push it through this time, now that he's Secretary of War.
Dear Mary. Always the loyal helpmate.
Well, I know one congressman who'll vote for it. My father.
If there's one thing in life I find it hard to bear, it's waiting for action.
I know you do, dear. But Cousin David Porter has promised to let us know. There he is, I hope.
David, come in.
Ned, Cousin Mary.
How nice to see you.
David, any news?
The news is good from your standpoint, Ned.
You mean Jeff Davis put it over?
He did.
Wonderful.
He got an appropriation and is naming a commission to proceed to the Near East to purchase camels.
Good, good. That's great.
Oh, you see, Ned, they do appreciate your ideas.
Yeah, there's only one thing wrong with the picture. I'm to head the commission.
Oh, who could head it any better?
Well, after all, you lived in Constantinople as a boy when Uncle Porter was consul there.
Have you ever smelled a camel? Think of spending weeks aboard ship with 80 of them.
But it'll be fun to visit some of those ports again, won't it?
When are you sailing?
In a matter of weeks. As soon as we can convert the naval storeship Supply into a floating caravanserai.
How long will it take before you get the camels over here?
Several months. August, perhaps.
The plan is to take them to Texas by water, and we'll land them there.
And then what?
That's where your husband takes over, my dear. As soon as I get the camels off of my ship, the whole experiment is up to Lieutenant Edward Fitzgerald Beale. Ned to you. He dreamed up this whole thing. He'll have to see it through.
And I will, too. I'll prove that the American desert and the Army need this Camel Corps.
You'll both see it through. Well, I think it's simply wonderful the part you two are going to play in opening up the West. But of course, I didn't dream what the problems would be. Cousin David's letters were revelation. The effort to get strong, healthy young camels. The struggle to get Arab cameleers who would agree to stay in the United States. The difficulties on the ship. With those poor beasts lashed to the decks in the storms. And of course, manlike, they never thought of the baby camels that would be born at sea, or had to take care of them. And my poor Ned, waiting there in Texas in the August heat, to take over the whole responsibility of acclimatizing the strange beasts in a strange land.
I'll never forget my first sight of a camel. I could tell he was sneering at me. The first night ashore, we put the camels in a corral, fenced with cactus. By morning, they had eaten their way out, spines and all. I think it's wonderful that camels will eat cactus. It goes to prove they can subsist on anything. You're going to do all right here in our desert, old fella. Have they got names?
Him Saeed. That means gentleman.
Gentlemen.
While we're performing introductions, let me introduce you to Haji Ali from Smyrna. We call him Haji Ali.
How do you do?
Effendi.
Who offended who?
Effendi is a term of address. Let me introduce you to the other boys. George Carolyn Bull, Mustafa Azam, Ali Suleiman. These two are the best saddle makers in all of Turkey.
You like ride?
Well,
Him fast trotter.
Oh, I don't doubt it, but I think I'll wait till he's got his land legs first. Thanks.
Oh, nonsense. The beast needs his exercise. Climb aboard.
Makes me seasick just to look at him.
You'll get used to that motion by the time you reach California, Sergeant.
What do you mean, sir?
As soon as the camels are recovered from their voyage, Lieutenant Beale is planning to try them out on a wagon road survey clear to California.
The heck you say?
I don't say. Secretary of War says.
Harsley Gredgo, California. Fine gold.
And I hope the day will come when the three of us together will have a home in California.
Then I can go on the camel train with Papa.
Oh, I'm afraid not, son. You're just a baby yet.
I can ride a baby camel. Anyway, I wish I could see a camel.
Well, maybe you'll see and ride one someday.
I think camels are cute.
Well designed for the desert anyway. Do you know how many stomachs they have?
How many?
4.
4? Why?
Well, one of them is used to store water in.
Gee, think of having 4 stomach aches. Why do some camels have 2 humps and the others have 1 hump?
Papa will answer all of your questions when the expedition is over.
When will it be over?
Oh, I wish I knew. I miss him.
I miss Papa, too.
Well, we'll be hearing from him, darling. He's keeping a diary every mile from Fort Defiance, New Mexico to Fort Tejon, California. He's going to bring it back and read it to us. Now, won't that be fun?
Not as much fun as riding a camel.
Blast you! Why
I ever join the army anyway?
We number 48 men, 12 wagons, and 120 animals. Each camel is loaded with 700 pounds of forage for the horses and mules. The camels themselves browse on anything they find along the way. They require almost no sleep.
Fire's getting low.
I'll gather some more greasewood. Rattlesnake!
He bite you?
No.
Lucky.
Nice shooting, sir. Thanks.
The country is growing rougher, more waterless. The camels alone seem unworried. They are living up to all my expectations. The only problem they create is a human one.
Take that, you black heathen! And that! Stop it! I said stop it!
What do you mean, treating a camel like that?
He tried to bite me.
Serves you right the way you handle him. Can't you learn?
I hate the critters. Give me a mule anytime.
A mule? One camel is worth 4 mules. The answer is you're afraid of them. You take it out in abuse. You're harsh, stupid, totally unfit. From now on, you leave the camels to the native boys.
That suits me fine, sir.
That's all right, fella. Easy now, easy. Today, our camp was visited by Mojave Indians with melons for sale.
How much? $1, United States.
$1? How many?
One.
$1 apiece? Well, that's highway robbery.
Melon good. Juicy.
Not worth $1.
$1.
Doggone. They know our tongues are hanging out. First fresh fruit we've seen in weeks.
Now look, Chief, let's be reasonable. We like you, you like us. Let's be friends, let's talk this over.
$1, take or leave.
50 cents.
$1.
60 cents.
$1.
75 cents.
$1, take or leave.
All right.
Stacy, you deserve the Medal of Honor.
Thank you, sir. But I'll settle for a couple of cantaloupes.
Well, this is the one place I've been dreading.
Well, the current doesn't look too swift.
For animals who can swim. Oh, it's said that camels can't.
Is it true that camels can't swim?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Well, if they can't, we'll get them across by raft.
And the expedition will have failed. Hi, Jolly. Bring up your camel. And bring up one of those saddle horses. Tie a rope to that camel's lead line. Okay, now lead him into the river with your horse.
He's almost reached his depth.
He's swimming! Look at him strike out!
He's holding his own against the current. Strong as anything.
Hey, Carol! Hey, Carol! Hi, Jolly. String them together, each to the saddle of another. All right, boys, keep moving, keep rolling. We're almost there. Let's go!
Darndest critters I ever seen. Any one of them's worth 10 army mules.
Hey, you changed your mind about those camels, Sergeant?
Yeah. Oh, yes, sir.
Please, this is California?
Sure.
Where is gold?
You didn't expect to find gold in an army post, did you? The fellers tell me there's some diggings up north of here. A place called Whiskey Flats.
Whiskey?
Yeah, whiskey.
Please.
Oh, I forgot. You Muslims don't indulge, do you? Anyhow, I hear Whiskey Flat is a roaring gold camp.
How far?
Maybe 50 miles.
One night on camel.
Oh-ho, so that's what you're up to. You better not let the lieutenant catch you.
That you, Hi, Jolly? Where are you going?
Whiskey Flat, Effendi.
Whiskey Flat?
Fine gold.
Our job's only half done. We've got to see how the camels make out in the snows of winter.
Hardly come to California to find gold.
All right. You're free to go to the gold fields if you want to. You're not bound by contract, and I can't stop you.
Who'll take care of camels?
Our own soldiers if you cameleers quit.
I stay with camels. Gold can wait.
After blazing a trail across 3 states with the camel train, I wrote my official report to Washington. I was truthfully able to say, the camels have proved equal to every test we put them to. Performed tasks which no other animal could possibly have endured. I looked forward, hopefully, to the time when these noble brutes would be in general use in all parts of our country. I was appointed superintendent of Indian Affairs for California and moved my wife and son to Rancho Tejon near the fort. Then came war.
Not yet.
Why does it take so long to get an answer from Washington? I still find it hard to think of Jeff Davis as an enemy, President of the Confederacy.
You're really aching to go, aren't you, Ned?
You read my letter to President Lincoln. I meant every word of it. Everything I have in this world I owe to my country. My one wish now is to offer my life for the flag. Come in. Hi, Jolly. You brought mail.
Yes, Effendi. Excuse, please.
Here it is. An answer from the White House. The President declines my offer.
Ned.
He believes I can do more good for our cause right here in California, where the danger of secession is so great.
You may be right, Ned.
But I've waited so long for active service.
But if you can help save California for the Union, you have great influence here.
I'll do my best.
Effendi.
Yes? What is it?
Actually, say goodbye.
So you're going to the goldfields at last?
No, Effendi. I joined American Army.
What?
They used me. Carried dispatch cross desert. Wear uniform.
You're a very lucky fella, Hi Jolly. Congratulations.
I said it once and I'll say it again. I haven't time to be bothered. We're fighting a war, not running a zoo. Those camels are a nuisance. I don't care what you do with them. Get rid of them. Sell them. Auction them off. Give them away. Turn them loose. Do anything but get rid of them.
Ned, I'm sorry.
I never heard of anything so stupid, so short-sighted. And after the way the camels have proved themselves.
Well, I know how you feel, dear, but war changes everything.
We have thousands of acres of land here. I think nothing of buying 100 head of cattle.
Ned?
Just a passing thought, Mary.
Oh, no, it isn't. You're going to buy those camels yourself. Your mind's all made up.
Well, only those at Fort Tejon. How did you guess?
Well, I've been married to you for quite a few years, darling.
Then you don't mind? I mean, if I give the camels a home here till after the war?
Stay here the rest of their lives if you like.
Oh, Mary, you make me very happy.
And I know somebody else will be very happy, too. Truxton.
Oh, what? Do you really mean I can have a camel of my own to ride, Papa?
Well, if you treat him right, son.
And if you can stay on him.
Come on, boy.
MC Urquhart!
And was that really the end of the camel? Well, some were sold to circuses, some to mines in Virginia City, and some remained at army posts. General Douglas MacArthur can remember as a little boy in 1885 seeing camels at Fort Selden in Arizona, where his father was a commanding officer. Now, many of the camels were turned loose on the desert. Have they any descendants? Well, your guess is as good as mine. If you see one, let me know.
The easy road to popularity is to tell people what they want to hear. But what happens when a conscientious man knows that the popular thing is the wrong thing? When he realized California must surrender to the Americans, this was the problem faced by Don Augustine Olvera.
Governor Pico, what shall we do?
Senores, let's face this problem squarely. Is there a solution? What do you think, Olvera?
Your Excellency, our position is hopeless. We're overwhelmed by sheer weight of numbers. Kearny's army threatens us from the south and the east. Commodore Stockton's fleet blockades San Pedro. His Marines can force a landing at any time.
Don't be too pessimistic, Olvera. We drove the last landing back into the water.
With due respect, Governor Pico, he has since been reinforced by the Savannah, a 54-gun ship of the line. Facing it, we have 2 cannon, both 100 years old. Fremont's Bear Flag Army advances from the north. They're now camped at San Fernando. North, south, east, west. And here we are. Fish in a net.
Those are American helmets, senores. We have won a victory.
Compañeros, this is a great day for California. We have learned to fight the Americans. We want to find victory at San Pascual, and it's only the beginning. Soon, my friends, will drive these gringos back across the desert.
Juan! Juan!
Dolores! Dolores, querida.
Oh.
Dolores, we ran them off the field. Professional soldiers, and still we beat them.
Are you hurt? Any wounds?
Oh, see, I brought back a souvenir. A gringo jacket.
Oh, Juan, it had blood on it.
Naturally, do you think he gave it to me? Please, my friends, not now. We must report to the governor. Maybe this will put courage in the old man, huh? Come de Toro.
Victory, Your Excellency, at San Pascual. I brought you dispatches from your brother.
I'm glad you're safe, Juan. The lieutenant is about to marry my daughter.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. You join a fine family. Excuse me. Andres never gives details. Come on, tell us about the battle.
The Americans were camped in a village. General Pico hit our main body in a ravine a mile from their lines. We advanced and challenged them with 50 men. These dragoons, these professionals. They formed a line of battle and charged. We deliberately turned and ran. We threw down our sombreros, our capes, even some lances. Hey! I kept shouting, "Oh, please, save me from these terrible gringos!" In their eagerness to capture us, they broke formation. We stayed just out of reach and led them by our main body. Then, General Pico hit them on the flank. We wheeled and struck the center. They broke and fled. If it weren't for their artillery, we would have wiped them out. One cannot fight cannon with lances.
You don't show much enthusiasm, Senor Olvera.
Captain, a notable feat of arms. But, senores, a pinprick in the hide of a giant, nothing more.
We proved we could meet that cavalry. Now, if we had just guns enough to match their artillery...
You'd win, I believe that. But we don't have the guns. Or much else.
We have been discussing the whole course of the war. Senores, you may listen if you like. Go on, Don Agustin.
This victory means we can lay down our arms with honor. But lay them down we must.
Senors, we bring you victory. You talk of surrender?
Captain, please.
But, Your Excellency, Surrender an army still able to fight. It's cowardly.
Still able to fight, Captain, but not to win. This is necessity, not free choice. Suppose we did fight on. Suppose by some miracle and by the certain sacrifice of our best young men, we were able to check the enemy here in California. Have we gained anything? No. Here in Mexico, this is where the war will be won or lost, and it is being hopelessly lost. Veracruz has fallen. General Santa Anna was beaten at Buena Vista. American troops march on Mexico City. Senores, we Californians continue to fight against overwhelming odds, hoping to pin down American troops. We succeeded, but our actions can no longer affect the course of the war. We can do nothing here but die. By surrendering now, we gain the most favorable terms and save the lives of our young men.
Save your concern. You asked us to quit when we seen the backs of the enemy. We're soldiers. Good ones. Your faith in us is too weak.
On the contrary, our regard for you is greater than your own.
Words, sir. Words. If you supplied more cannon and less words, it would be the gringos who begged for peace. We refuse to surrender.
Enough. Be content with the honor you have won, Captain. Don't force me to deal with you as a rebel. Any more opinions, senores?
Senor Olvera has said it all.
Very well. Meet with Colonel Fremont and arrange for the surrender of California.
Caballeros, in time you...
Captain Rocha!
Hey! He's dead? Hard!
Follow me, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, I'm Colonel Fremont. Which of you will speak for Governor Pico?
I will. Don Agustin Olvera.
Judge Olvera?
May I present General Andres Pico, military commandant, and Squadron Commander Jose Carrillo.
The terms of the treaty are simple. Disband military forces. Surrender such artillery as you have. Your lives and property will be secure. Your religion will be respected. Everyone will have equal rights under equal law.
The terms are very generous.
We want them to be. I've been instructed to preserve the friendliest relationships with the Californians. You sign, gentlemen? Thank you, gentlemen. For one moment. Judge Olvera, I speak also for Kearney and Stockton. We don't want to rule by martial law, but we can't establish civil government without men of your caliber. Would you consider serving us in your present capacity?
I might do you more harm than good. I strongly urge the surrender so the appointment might be misunderstood.
By whom? Anyone with an ounce of sense knows you were beat.
No one likes to surrender, Colonel. Even when it's necessary, no one wants to face it.
You don't have to give your answer now. Think it over. For obvious reasons, we could use a link with the past. You with the civil law. There'll be no one to take over if you don't.
So, it's now Don Pio Pico, private citizen. Not even Don, Mr. Pio Pico.
You can still be Judge Olvera.
How? You know what the people would think?
Let me give you my experience as governor. Don't worry about what people think. Most of them don't. They only feel. Besides, whether they love you or hate you, they need you. We all need friends in the new government.
Suppose the appointment causes trouble.
If there's trouble, Olvera, you will not be the cause, only the excuse.
It can't be.
Quiet! Quiet! Fremont has appointed a new civil judge, Augustine Alvera. Alvera said he wanted to save our lives. He wanted to save his job. Are we going to be bound by a traitors' treaty?
No.
I say, show these gringos we're men. Make them respect us.
See.
That'll do us more good in the future than any surrender. Come, De Toro.
Dolores, may I come in?
No.
Please, Dolores. What happened?
Nothing.
Oh? You are crying on general principles?
Did we have to surrender, Papa?
My dear, listen to me and try to understand. Wars are fought. One side wins, the other loses. Then it is over. Sometimes it is good to die in a lost cause, but one must use judgment about when to live and when to die. Mexico cannot win. She can only suffer and bleed. But more important, we couldn't help her anymore. Now, do you understand?
I do, Papa. But no one else does.
Collins! Smith!
These lances were taken from the bodies of 2 of my men. They're not vaquero lances. They're Mexican cavalry.
Just what do you want from me?
You're the civil authority. I expect you to stop them.
I'm not exactly their favorite advisor, Colonel.
Yes, but one way or the other, they're going to stop. If they want more war, I'll give it to them.
You want to see me, Papa?
Dolores, where can I find Juan?
I haven't seen him since he went hunting.
Hunting what? American dragoons? I didn't ask you if you'd seen him, though I know you have. I asked you if you knew where he was.
He wouldn't want me to tell you, Papa.
You don't have to. Go to him and arrange a meeting. I must talk to him in Rocha. Will you do that?
I'll try.
Dolores.
Buenas noches, señorita.
Dolores, how I've missed you.
But you should not have come here.
Papa sent me.
Here? Why?
He wants to talk to you and Captain Rocha.
Has he seen the American colonel recently?
Yes.
Then I know what he wants to say. Talk would not change anything.
He wants it so bad.
Dolores, you know what they tell us in church about forsaking all others. Your father and I may never speak again, but as my wife, you must side with me.
But he's not always wrong.
True. But we cannot live in a house divided. If you think your father is right, go back to him. But do not try to convert me.
Don't make me choose.
Times have made us all choose.
I regret to say it, Olvera, but your position is extremely awkward. Many Californians think that you sold them out, that you expected to... But now, with the rumor that your daughter has joined the insurgents, the Americans don't trust you either.
What the Americans think does not concern me. I've lost contact with our people. Their sympathies are with the caballeros.
Yes, they're even taking pride in them.
He means Rocha's a hero.
And why not? His men ride and fight well. Who knows, senores? Perhaps if we were younger ourselves.
Be tried as prisoners of war.
But there isn't any war. You signed the peace treaty yourself. They'll be tried as bandits and hanged. Do you know how my men feel about this? I only kept the prisoners alive to make an example.
I understand your problem, Colonel, but...
Olvera, between us, I admit, maybe Rocha thought he was right. But as military commandant, I don't care what a man thinks if he kills my men.
I had to face the problem of what people think. So can you. Don't ignore the passions of my people and pamper those of your own. These men are heroes. Fools too, perhaps, but do not call them bandits. They are soldiers, and I will try them as such.
If you don't hang them, I will.
Then I warn you, Colonel. I'll resign. This could cause an uprising.
An uprising? Over you? You're not exactly the best-loved man in Los Angeles.
No, not over me. Over a principle. It will prove that we have no protection under the law. That only those who obey you can stay in office.
All right. You think what you like. But you remember, if there is an uprising, I have the power to suppress it.
Then you'll have to use it. Let the war start again. Slaughter each other. But when I come into court tomorrow, I'll carry my resignation in my pocket. And if you take those prisoners from me, I'm not only through, I'll join the irregulars myself.
Captain, I'll platoon a man at the courthouse tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
May I come in?
Oh? Suddenly you start asking my permission again?
Oh, Papa. Oh, Papa. Papa, don't let them hang him, please. Don't let them hang him.
I doubt that I can stop it.
Then, can we be married first?
Now you care what I want?
I always have, Papa. Only
Only you thought I wouldn't understand because I'm old. Dolores, I wasn't born old. You have my blessing.
Oh, ahí viene.
His Honor, Don Agustin Oliveira, Judge of the First Instance. Everybody rise. Be seated. Prisoners, approach the bench.
Ricardo Rocha, Juan de Toro.
Murderers.
Prisoners of war who have violated the peace treaty. Have you any defense? Apparently you felt dishonored by surrender. Tell me, senores, is honor satisfied now that you've shed more blood? Are the caballeros killed in your raid now reveling somewhere in their glory? Or are they just dead? Stupidly dead? The children of these men cannot eat this glory of their fathers. They make the real sacrifice. It is left to cowards like us to remember our duty and fill their little bellies. Have you no wisdom? No knowledge, no understanding at all? Can't you see the emptiness of these gestures? Since there is no defense, I sentence you to 5 years in prison. Come on.
Get back in line! You heard me! Get back there! I know the verdict you wanted. I wanted it myself, but we didn't get it. And we're not going to pay the price to get it. They were fools for honor. We won't be fools for revenge. At considerable cost to himself, Judge Alvaro has been for the cause of California-American friendship. As a symbol of that friendship, he's too valuable to lose. We'll abide by his decision.
A few months later, Mexico suffered defeat, as Alvera predicted. A general amnesty was declared. All the prisoners of war were released, permitting Dolores Alvera to be reunited with her bridegroom. After California became a state, Don Augustin Alvera was elected the first judge of Los Angeles. Of all the mysteries that have come out of the Old West, none is more intriguing than the strange story of General Thomas Francis Meagher, Irish patriot and Civil War hero, remembered today as the general who disappeared. This is the mining camp of Bannock, the first capital of the territory of Montana.
Oh, that'll fix it.
Ah, thank you very much.
You?
Pretty good, eh?
Well, it should be. It costs enough.
Well, it didn't cost you anything, Ed. God bless the taxpayer.
Mr. Justin, it's high time this committee got down to serious business.
Well, Mr. Scott, what could be more serious than the business of good food and drink?
In the absence of a governor, we have a double responsibility.
You're quite right, Mr. Scott. And for that, we should draw double pay. Make a note of that, Haynes. First business on the agenda.
Are you serious?
Of course. Who is there to veto it? You saw the governor leave on the stage this morning, shaking the dust of Montana territory from his feet forever.
The president will appoint another to take his place.
Perhaps. Meanwhile, have some champagne and stop worrying.
Wait here, Sergeant Clancy.
Yes, sir. So I said to him, sure, we're a standing committee because we never sit. Pardon me, General, I didn't hear you knock.
I didn't knock.
Well, gentlemen, I think you all know General Marr, secretary to the late governor.
And his successor in office, by order of President Andrew Johnson.
Well, a drink for General Marr. Imported French champagne.
Imported French champagne. In a bankrupt territory.
Montana is rich, sir.
It would be if we collected its taxes, which we're going to do, beginning now.
Well, we'd be pleased to cooperate with you, General.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. This is Friday. We'll convene in Virginia City on Monday.
Virginia City?
That is the capital of the territory, isn't it? So voted by the legislature a year ago.
But all the business interests are here.
You mean the gambling halls, the saloons?
The general may have a point. We'll have a committee look into the matter tomorrow.
Justman, the capital is moving. Today. I'll see you gentlemen on Monday in Virginia City.
General Marr, my name is Andrew Scott. I'd like to congratulate you on your appointment, sir, and offer you my wholehearted support.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Scott. I may take you up on that sometime.
Polishing up the new governor, huh?
He's quite a man, the general.
No? In what way?
You'll soon be finding out for yourselves. What are we going to do?
What can we do? Move to Virginia City and operate from there.
Now, you get this straight, Commissioner. The land you sold belonged to the Indians. The supplies you sold were consigned to the Indian reservation. I confiscated the land and the supplies because they were stolen from the United States government. And you're going to be prosecuted for grand larceny. Sergeant Clancy.
Yes, sir?
Show the commissioner out.
Next time you come to see the general, take off your hat. Mr. Scott's here, sir.
Send him in.
All right, Mr. Scott.
You sent for me, General?
Yes, I sure did, Scott. We'll take you up on that offer you made. I've drafted a reform program for the territory. I want you to introduce these bills into the legislature.
I'm sure it's a good program, sir, but it'll never get through this legislature.
Why not?
Justman won't permit it. As Speaker of the House, every time we introduce a bill he doesn't like, he maneuvers it into a committee where it's talked to death.
Sort of a delaying action.
An old Justman trick.
I see. You know, Scott,
I've been a soldier for a long time. And one of the things a soldier learns is to meet a delaying action with an all-out attack. Come on.
Well, I better go and greet my new attraction. I hear she's very beautiful.
Well, in that case, I think I'll join the reception committee.
Oh, Miss Dodd. Welcome to Virginia City. I'm Pete Dolan, owner of the Golden Eagle.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Dolan?
Oh, and this is Mr. Arthur Justman, one of our more influential citizens. He's been wanting to meet you.
We're all looking forward to your engagement here, Miss Dodd.
Well, thank you, Mr. Justman.
May I attend to your luggage?
Oh, would you?
And while he's doing that, I'll show you the Golden Eagle.
Fine.
There's Justman. Oh, Justman!
Here. See that the rest of Miss Dodd's luggage gets in the hotel.
I'd like a word with you.
I'm afraid I have other matters to attend to.
This won't take long. Here are some measures I want introduced to the legislature at once.
This isn't the place to discuss politics?
I'm not interested in discussion. I want some action out of the legislature.
Aren't you being just a little high-handed, General? I'm not sure your reforms will be popular with all of the people.
They'll be popular with the ones who want clean government, and they're the ones who count. I want these bills put on the floor in the next 48 hours. If they're not, I'll take steps to see that they are.
Oh, Tom.
Flora.
Surprised?
Well, I did see the posters, but... Look, my headquarters are right here in the hotel. Why don't we have a drink after you get settled?
I'll be there.
If these bills go through, we're out of business. All of us.
I'm aware of that, but they haven't gone through yet.
We can't stall much longer. Mara's breathing right down our necks.
What do you suggest? Have him stop breathing?
If necessary.
You don't mean... Oh, you're joking.
I'm afraid not. Mr. Ritchie and I have been discussing just such a possibility. Halfway measures aren't going to work with a man like the General. It's all or nothing.
He's pretty well protected here in the Capitol.
Maybe he could be called away.
Flora. Oh, it's so good to... Let me look at you.
I'm older.
And wiser?
If I were, I'd never have rearranged my tour to take in Virginia City.
You knew I was here?
I read about your appointment as governor. It made no mention of a first lady.
Oh, well, a man like me, a professional soldier, it just isn't right to ask a woman to share a life like that.
I'd have followed you wherever you went.
All over the world, into battle?
And to Montana Territory. Thank you. I thought when the war was over, you were through with public life.
Well, I kind of hope so, too, but they called me back. That's always the way it is.
Ah, you love it.
I like to be useful.
And in the public eye.
Flora, if I thought I could accomplish more good as a private citizen, I'd quit public office tomorrow.
You'd never be happy, Tom. Settle down.
I'm 43, Flora.
Let's not get on the subject of ages.
You are more beautiful than ever.
I beg your pardon, sir. Here's a telegram for you. Thought it might be important.
Thank you, Sergeant. Well, that's odd.
Is something wrong?
An emergency calling me to Fort Benton. Just as I'm trying to get this legislation put through.
If you're needed here as governor.
I'm needed there as a general. Get my things packed, will you, Sergeant? I'll leave first thing in the morning.
How will you travel, sir?
By river steamer. I'll take Lieutenant Bedford with me. I want you to stay here and keep an eye on headquarters. And on Miss Flora.
Yes, sir.
Well, with any luck, I should be back in 3 weeks. That'll still give me time to push through my program here before the legislative session ends. You'll still be here, won't you?
Tom, this is a dangerous errand, isn't it?
Oh, not very. Besides, didn't you know, I have 9 lives.
How many are left?
I've lost count.
I have an uneasy feeling. There's only one.
Evening, Lieutenant.
Oh, hello, General.
I could stroll the decks for hours, but we have an early landing tomorrow. I think I'll call it a night.
No mind, sir. I think I'll stay on deck a little longer and have a smoke.
Oh, here. Why don't you try one of mine?
Oh, thank you, sir, but I'm a pipe man.
Well, go on, they're my own special brand.
I know. People say they'd hardly recognize you without your famous cigar.
Oh, is that so? Good night, Bedford.
Good night, sir.
Bedford!
General Thomas Marr, pro tem governor of Montana Territory, disappeared last night from a river steamer. The entire territory of Montana is at a loss to explain the general's disappearance. Oh, Mr. Justin, what happened? What's all this about the governor?
Nobody knows. He was last seen after dinner when he went out on deck. Next morning, his stateroom was empty. Assumption is that he fell overboard and was drowned.
What about his aide?
Who?
The lieutenant.
Well, I already know what's in the paper. That's a tragic thing. But so far as the territory is concerned, we'll take over and keep things running. You can depend upon that.
Oh, Mr. Justin, I've got something for you.
What's this?
My resignation.
Well, don't be hasty, Mr. Scott. We can always use a man like you in the legislature.
Sure you can. To cover up your crooked schemes. Oh, no, thanks. When men like you can get away with murder, it's time for decent men to get out of this territory.
He's a little upset. He's received quite a few favors from the general. Come on. Miss Dodd?
You sent for me, Sergeant. Is there any news about the general?
Yes, ma'am. First hand. All right, sir.
Tom!
I'm not a ghost.
Oh, Tom, I'm so glad.
Well, I'd hope so. Look, Flora, this is important. Lieutenant Bedford was murdered by someone out to get me. I suspect Justman and his bunch, but I can't prove it. Will you help me?
Oh, if I can.
All right, now listen carefully. First, I want them to go right on thinking that they're rid of me. Second, I want you...
Hello, Mr. Justman. Room for a lady here?
Well, if you're the lady.
Well, I understand you may be our new acting governor.
Well, where did you hear that?
Oh, it's all over town.
People are being a little hasty. After all, we only know the general disappeared. We're not sure he's dead.
Really? I thought it was certain.
Oh, not yet.
Well, of course, I hope and pray the general is still alive. But if the worst has happened, I'm sure you'll make a fine governor.
I thought you were one of the general's supporters.
Oh, personally, I was very fond of the general. But politically, I think he went a little overboard with his reform ideas.
I'd prefer if you were a little less enthusiastic about him, personally.
We were just friends, nothing more.
Meaning there's hope for someone else?
Why not?
There you are.
Thank you.
Now, as we were saying...
We were talking about General Marr.
Oh, yes, yes. Too bad. Good man gone.
Gone? I thought you weren't sure what had happened to him.
I was just trying to spare your feelings.
Oh. Then he's dead.
You can take my word for it. He's dead. But let's not talk about the past. To the future.
Whatever it may hold. Well, if you'll excuse me now, I have to change my costume.
Will I see you later?
Perhaps.
You say he was a dark, rather sinister-looking man.
Yes.
That could be Richie.
Now, he whispered something to Dolan. Dolan slipped him an envelope and nodded to Justman.
Of course. Thanks, Flora. You've been very helpful. How much did they pay you, Richie? It must be frightening to meet up with the man you thought you'd murdered. Who hired you to do the job, Richie? Who?
Haynes, Bannister will move that the reform measures advanced by General Marr be tabled indefinitely. You second the motion. What is it, Dolan?
Richie, he hanged himself.
What?
That's not all. There's a rumor Marr's back.
Richie swore Marr is dead.
No body was found.
Has anyone actually seen Marr?
A couple of men claim they did. Either Marr or someone that looked just like him.
Oh, nonsense. Marr is dead, and we know it.
Then why did Richie hang himself?
I can answer that question for you. Seeing things, gentlemen? Richie hanged himself to save the government the trouble.
What's this all about?
Your plan misfired, Justman. Lieutenant Bedford was murdered by the man you hired. He mistook him for me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have a signed confession from Richie before he committed suicide. It involves every one of you in the murder.
Better hand over that confession.
Sergeant Clancy's just outside. You fire that gun, he'll bring the whole army running. Then you'll have another murder to answer for.
All right. So what happens now? Have us tried and hanged?
Don't think I can't.
And then politics in Montana will be all cleaned up nice and pretty. Is that what you think? You're a dreamer, General. Get rid of us and there'll be others to take our place. Probably worse. But there's one thing for sure. It'll be the end of your political career. Because I've got a big following in this territory.
I've thought about that. No one's going to take your place. Not yet.
Oh?
You're going to stay around for a while.
What?
With all your boasting about your influence, Justman, you're just the man to put through the legislation I've drawn up.
Me?
And that's what you're going to do. You're going to spearhead a real reform movement. If you don't, I'm going to come back from the dead and send you to the gallows.
You planning to stay out of sight for good?
I was only governor pro tem anyway.
Well, let me get this straight. You let me off.
All of us.
If we do as you say?
Gentlemen, it has been my experience that sooner or later, every man gets his just deserts.
What do you mean by that?
Let's just call this a reprieve. Well?
Have it your way.
Well, how do I look? Without the brush.
I'd hardly have known you.
Well, then maybe I can pass in the crowd.
Tom, are you sure you're doing the right thing?
Flora, you remember some time ago I told you that if I ever decided I could accomplish more good as a private citizen, I'd quit public life.
But not by disappearing.
Montana will benefit.
What about us?
We passed that turn in the road a long time ago, Flora.
Sergeant Clancy, sir.
Come in, Clancy.
Excuse me, General.
Mister, and never mind the salute.
Yes, sir.
My bag's outside?
Yes, sir. And this mail came for you. It's from Washington. It was mailed before, well, before the General disappeared.
Now, send it back, Clancy. Mark it whereabouts unknown. Presumably dead.
Yes, sir.
Goodbye, Clancy.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, Flora.
Goodbye, Tom.
The general was right about Justman and the others. In the end, their crimes caught up with them and they paid the price. Marr himself was never seen again, but his memory was perpetuated in the state he served. Marr County was named for him, and on the Capitol grounds at Helena, Montana, as this picture shows, there's a bronze equestrian statue of Thomas Francis Marr, the general who disappeared.
এটা কি?
এটাতে মোচাটা দিয়ে হচ্ছে করা হয়েছে, গরু মাংস আর ডাল দিয়ে ভুনা করা হচ্ছে কিমা দিয়ে।
এটাতে কি মোচা?
আর মাত্র 5 মিনিটস বাকি আছে, only 5 মিনিটস।
দিবা হ্যাজ নো আইডিয়া কোনটা মোচা কোনটা থয়। অসিত,
জি স্যার।
কি বানাচ্ছেন আজকে?
আমরা আজকে করছি থোড় দিয়ে চিংড়ি দিয়ে একটা
কোফতা কারির রসা, মানে কারি আর রসা তো একই জিনিস, তো আমি রসা বলছি কারি না বলে।
বাংলা কুইজিন নিয়ে কনফিডেন্ট না?
হ্যাঁ, কনফিডেন্ট।
আপনার কি হচ্ছে, কেমন লাগছে?
যে আমাদের যেহেতু ডিসাইড করা হয়েছিল একটা কারি হবে অ্যান্ড একটা ভর্তা হবে, সো আমরা আরেকটা ইয়েতে সাইড ডিশের সাথে রেখেছি আপনার মোচা দিয়ে ছুটকি দিয়ে একটা ভর্তা করেছি।
12 মিনিটের মতো বাকি আছে। হ্যাঁ
জি জি শেফ, আমাদের কাস্টম শুধু 3টা বাকি।
জাস্ট এই যে সার্ভ করবেন, ক্লিন করবো।
গুড লাক। আশিতা 10 মিনিট বাকি। হয়ে যাবে
ইনশাল্লাহ।
কস্টিং ডান?
কস্টিং ডান, ক্লিনিং উইল বি ডান অ্যান্ড কুকিং আর ডান।
তো এখনো শেষ হয়নি, আর 11 মিনিট বাকি আছে, ইনশাল্লাহ হয়ে যাবে। যেহেতু আমার কোপ্তা ভাজাটা হয়ে গেছে, এই গ্রেভিটাও রেডি, জাস্ট এটাতে ডিপ করবো 2 মিনিট।
প্রেজেন্টেশন
জি, কস্টিং ফাঁকে করছি আমরা, প্রায় হয়ে গেছে।
মোচা ইনফিউজ করা, দেন এটা কি?
এটাতে মোচাটা দিয়ে হচ্ছে করা হয়েছে, গরু মাংস আর ডাল দিয়ে ভুনা করা হচ্ছে, কিমা দিয়ে।
এটাতে কি মোচা?
এটাতে হচ্ছে এটার ফুলটা আর কি,
দ্যাট ইজ মোচা। এন্ড দেন
এটাতে হচ্ছে ওই যে যেটা ভিতরে ছিল। ও হ্যাঁ,
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আর মাত্র 10 মিনিট বাকি আছে, মাত্র 10 মিনিট। এই 10 মিনিটের মধ্যে আপনাদের প্লেটিং কমপ্লিট করতে হবে, কস্টিং করতে হবে, সেই সাথে কিচেন ক্লিন করতে হবে।
ভালো, সবাই মোটামুটি অন টাইম শেষ করে ফেলবে। ক্লিনিং কস্টিংও সবার হয়ে গেছে, টিম ওয়ার্ক তো। বাট আমি একটা জিনিস নোটিস করলাম যে টিম এ আশিত জোয়ারিয়া তারা বলছে যে আমার দেশ এটা, আমার দেশ এটা। সো ওই জিনিসটা ক্লিয়ার করে দিলাম যে আমার দেশ আমার দেশ না, দিস ইজ এ টিম ওয়ার্ক, দুটো দেশ আমাদেরই হবে। সাইমা অ্যান্ড লাকির মধ্যেও দেখলাম যে বন্ডিংটা খুব একটা স্ট্রং মনে হয় নাই, রীতিমতো ঝগড়া করতেছে তারা, বোঝা যায় দূর থেকে দেখে।
এখনো কথাবার্তায় বলে যাচ্ছে।
আবার একটা ইন্টারেস্টিং জিনিস কি জানেন, দিবা হ্যাজ নো আইডিয়া কোনটা মোচা কোনটা থয়। জিজ্ঞেস করতেছে যে এটার নাম জানি কি, যে ফুলটা। বাট ইন্টারেস্টিং থিং ইজ দে আর দি অনলি কাউন্টার যারা নাকি সুইট রেসিপি করতেছে।
এই মোচা আর থোরটা দিয়ে,
হ্যাঁ থোরটা দিয়ে একটা
স্পাইসি কিছু একটা।
অনেক ইন্টারেস্টিং।
কিচেন কার ক্লিন আছে না আছে দেখতে হবে একটা।
এই সাইডে মোটামুটি সবাই ক্লিন। এখানে আমি দেখলাম যে ইবা আর তামান্নারটা একটু স্লাইটলি ক্লিন না, সেজতি আর কুমোর স্টেশন একদমই ক্লিন না, এখন অনেক বাকি আছে।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আর মাত্র 5 মিনিটস বাকি আছে, অনলি 5 মিনিটস। এর মধ্যে আপনাদের সব কমপ্লিট করতে হবে, প্লেটিং, কস্টিং অ্যান্ড ক্লিনিং। সেকেন্ড, অনলি 19 সেকেন্ড, আমি কাউন্টডাউন দিচ্ছি। 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 0, time's up.
মুড়া দিয়েছে এরকম রান্না করা যায় আমার কোনো আইডিয়া ছিল না, মানে অসাধারণ হয়েছে। থ্যাংক ইউ। বিশেষ করে এই মুজটা তো মানে অন্যরকম,
আনবিলিভেবল, মানে ওয়াও একটা ফিল।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
এবারে ঢাকার নাশিতা বাসার আপনার ফুড নিয়ে চলে আসুন।
আমি বানিয়েছি হচ্ছে র্যাডিশ মিটলো আর বানিয়েছি হচ্ছে র্যাডিশ মুগস।
স্টাফিং এ মূলার সাথে আর কি দিয়েছেন? মূলা ক্রিম চিজ অ্যান্ড
মূলা, ফিলাডেলফিয়া চিজ আর একটু ব্ল্যাক পেপার।
দেন চিকেনটাতে
চিকেনটাতে হচ্ছে আমি অ্যাড করেছি জিঞ্জার, গার্লিক, একটু অনিয়ন, মিক্সড হার্বস লাইক কোরিয়েন্ডার, পার্সলে আর মিন্ট।
এটা কিছু
এটা হচ্ছে মুজ, মূলার মুজ।
মূলাটা কিভাবে?
মূলাকে ফার্স্টে আমি ঘিয়ে ক্যারামেলাইজ করে নিয়েছি, দেন ওটাকে আমি হচ্ছে ক্রিম চিজের সাথে অ্যাড করব।
সো এটাতে আর কি দিয়েছেন? আমি আপনার স্টেশনে গোচুজাং দেখছিলাম। সো হাউ ডিড ইউ পুট গোচুজাং ইনটু দিস?
গোচুজাং বেসিক্যালি এনেছিলাম, আমি ভেবেছিলাম যে মূলার বানাবো, আপনার কিমচি বানাবো, বাট আমি আসলে টাইমে কভার করতে পারিনি, দ্যাটস এটা স্কিপ করেছি।
খুব ভালো হয়েছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আমার কাছে লোফটাও ভালো লেগেছে, মূলা দিয়ে যে লোফটা তৈরি করা হয়েছে, আর মুসটা একদম সুপার।
সিরিয়াসলি এটা মূলার কোনো কিছু, এটা আমি বিলিভ করতে পারছি না।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আনবিলিভেবল, মানে ওয়াও একটা ফিল।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
সত্যি খুব ভালো, সত্যি খুব ভালো। থ্যাংক ইউ।
নাশিদা, মূলা দিয়েছে এরকম রান্না করা যায় আমার কোনো আইডিয়া ছিল না, মানে অসাধারণ হয়েছে। থ্যাংক ইউ। বিশেষ করে এই মুজটা তো মানে অন্যরকম, মিষ্টি একদম পারফেক্ট। আমি মিষ্টি মানে খুব কম খাই, খেতে পারি না, বাট এটা একদম
আমি আপনার কথা চিন্তা করে একটু
খাই না
কম দিয়ে
মানে এটা আমার কাছে মিষ্টি মনেই হয়নি, মানে এতটা পারফেক্ট হয়েছে। অ্যান্ড দেন এটাও তো বেস্ট। এবং এই প্রোগ্রামের নাম যে পারলে খাওয়াও, আমি যে চ্যালেঞ্জ দিয়েছি আমি জানি না, মানে একের পর এক আমি হেরে যাচ্ছি।
আই থিঙ্ক আজকে বাকি 3 জাজেসের ফেভারিট ছিল মূলা মুজটা। বাই দ্য ওয়ে, আই লাভ দ্য নেম মূলা মুজ। But I think this would be my favorite. I absolutely love it, and I can't stop eating it. আমি নিজের জন্য যে পিসটা নিয়েছিলাম ওটা শেষ হয়ে গেছে। Now I'm just nibbling on this. Very well done. I can taste the mula, the texture of mula. আপনি কমপ্লিটলি অফ চলে যাননি। আমি ক্রিম চিজ দেখে মনে করেছিলাম যে মুলার কে মনে হয় ওভার পাওয়ার করে নিবে, but I can taste the mula. চিকেনের সাথে it blends really well. I think it was a very smart concept. With the sauce, it's just magical. Great job. Very well done. Costing ঠিক আছে. Thank you very much.
আমাদের সেকেন্ড চ্যালেঞ্জ কি হতে যাচ্ছে?
আমরা সবাই জানি লাইফ ইজ আ জার্নি, সো আমাদের আজকের বিষয়টা কাইন্ড অফ জার্নির উপরেই থাকবে।
গ্রেট, তাহলে আমাদের ডেস্টিনেশন কোথায়?
মো, এটা হলো সেরা রাঁধুনির মহামন্ত্র। আমরা কেন একটা ডেস্টিনেশনে থাকবো? আমরা অনেকগুলো ডেস্টিনেশন ঘুরে আসবো, অনেকগুলো দেশ।
আমার একটা প্রশ্ন এখানেও রয়েছে, আমরা কিসে করে যাব? বাস, ট্রেন আর প্লেন?
প্লেনে নামো, আমরা প্লেটে করে যাব।
ওকে।
এটা একটা culinary destination challenge হবে all around the world. পুরো বিশ্ব ভ্রমণ করব and সব দেশের কুইজিন নিয়ে আজকে কাজ করব।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, তাই আজকে এবং আগামীর আমাদের থিম থাকছে স্বাদের বিশ্ব ভ্রমণ।
আজকে আমাদের চ্যালেঞ্জ হচ্ছে স্বাদের বিশ্ব ভ্রমণ। ডিফারেন্ট টাইপস অফ কুইজিনের খাবার রান্না করতে হবে আজকে আমাদেরকে।
যখন আমি স্বাদের বিশ্ব ভ্রমণ চ্যালেঞ্জটা শুনলাম তখন আমার ভালো লেগেছে এই জন্য, কারণ আমি বিভিন্ন কুইজিন নিয়ে কাজ করেছি।
বিজ্ঞ বিচারক, থিম তো বুঝলাম, বাট আজ কারা পারফর্ম করবে এবং আগামী পর্বে কারা পারফর্ম করবে এটা আমরা কিভাবে নির্ধারণ করব?
আজ আসলে 20 জনই পারফর্ম করবে।
হ্যাঁ,
খুব কঠিন মনে হচ্ছে। একটা কিচেনে দুটো করে স্টক, সেভাবে তো ভাগ করে নেওয়া যাবে, তাই না? রাইট? আচ্ছা, আরো সহজ করে দিচ্ছি, আসলে 10 জনেরই রান্না হবে। প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জে যারা রান্না করেছিলেন সেই প্রথম 10 জন আজকে রান্না করবেন এবং দ্বিতীয় দিনের 10 জন যার যার আসনে বসে যাবে।
কারা রান্না করবে সেটা বুঝলাম, কিন্তু কি রান্না করবে?
এই যে বললাম, নানা দেশের রান্না, কুইজিন ফ্রম অল ওভার দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড।
বিভিন্ন দেশের রান্না তো হবেই, কিন্তু কাদের পছন্দে হবে? আপনাদের পছন্দে? না। একটা ম্যাজিক ফিশ বোল তো আমাদের আছে। ফিশ বোলটা কি রাখা আছে তোমার কাছে?
একদম।
সেখানে দেখো।
ফিশ বোলের রেসিপি চুজ করার আগে আরেকটা পার্ট আছে। আমাদের ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফের চমকটা এখনো বাকি আছে।
রাইট।
কুমু, আপনি আমাদের লাস্ট চ্যালেঞ্জের ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ উইনার, সো আপনার জন্য একটা স্পেশাল পাওয়ার থাকবে, বাট আমি আপনাকে 3টা অপশন দিব। থিঙ্ক ওয়াইজলি কোনটা আপনাকে ম্যাক্সিমাম বেনিফিট করতে পারে। ফার্স্ট অপশন, আজকে চ্যালেঞ্জে আপনি যদি না রান্না করতে চান, আপনি অন্য টিমে যে কোনো কারোর সাথে প্লেস সুইচ করতে পারবেন। নাম্বার 2, আপনার সাথে আজকে যারা রান্না করছে তাদের রেসিপির সাথে আপনি সোয়াপ করতে পারবেন, সেটা রেসিপি দেখার পরে। অ্যান্ড থার্ড অপশন হবে হলো গিয়ে, আপনি যতবার আজকে আমাদের রাঁধুনি গ্রোসারি স্টোরে যেতে যাচ্ছেন আপনি ততবার যেতে পারবেন। দিজ আর দ্য 3 অপশনস ইউ হ্যাভ। খুশি? দ্যাট ইজ দ্য পাওয়ার অফ ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ। সবচেয়ে বেশি এক্সাইটেড ছিলাম আপনাদের রেসিপি ট্রাই করার জন্য, বাট ফর সাম রিজন আজকের রেসিপিটা পারফেক্ট হয়নি।
আমি বলবো না খুব খারাপ, প্লেটিংটা খুব সিম্পলের মধ্যে ভালো লাগছে। ঘি ভাতটা আমার কাছে সবচেয়ে বেশি ইন্টারেস্টিং লেগেছে।
নারায়ণগঞ্জের নিশাদ, বরিশালের নওশীন।
আমাদের রেসিপি হচ্ছে, আমরা করেছি লাল চালে ঘি ভাত, আর এখানে করেছি হচ্ছে চিংড়ি নারিকেলের থোড়ের ঝোল করেছি, আর সেটা দুজনেই করেছি মোচার বড়া।
আচ্ছা, এইটা কি প্রনের যেটা করা হয়েছে কারি না? পিসগুলো এরকম স্কোয়ার কেন করেছো?
বাসাতে এরকম ঝোল করি তখন এই বাইক সাইজটাই করে করা হয়,
একটু ক্রাঞ্চি, হ্যাঁ, মানে থোড়ের যে একটু মানে কামড় দিলে একটু।
সাধারণত হয় একটু পাতলা পাতলা স্লাইস, এটা কিন্তু বেশ মানে কিউব একটা সাইজ, বেশ ক্রাঞ্চিনেস অনেক বেশি। কি কি ফিশ?
ডিপটা দিয়েছি আমরা, বিফ কিমাটা।
বিফ কিমা দিয়েছো? বিফ কিমা আর কলার মোচা।
কলার মোচাটা আমরা হচ্ছে প্রথমে কলার মোচার ভিতরে তো একটা মানে এর মতো থাকে, কষ থাকে বা যেটা থাকে, এটার জন্য আমরা একটু হলুদ আর লবণ দিয়ে মাখায় রেখেছিলাম। দেন হচ্ছে এটা একটু ব্লান্স করে তারপর ব্লেন্ড করে নিয়েছি। সাথে একটু টেস্ট আনার জন্য আমরা অল্প পরিমাণ কিমাটা ইউজ করেছি।
ভালো ছিল, কিন্তু আমার কাছে কিউবটা মনে হয় যেন কিউবটা না দিয়ে পাতলা স্লাইসটা খেতে মুখে ভাল লাগে। কিউবটা অনেক বেশি পরিমাণে ক্রাঞ্চিনেস আছে, আর যেহেতু প্রনটা সফট, ঘি দুটোর মধ্যে আমার লেমনের ফ্লেভারটা, পাতার ফ্লেভারটা অসুবিধা লাগছে। ওকে ম্যাম, থ্যাংক ইউ। তারপরে গুড ট্রাই ছিল।
টিম এফ, আমি আজকে সবচেয়ে বেশি এক্সাইটেড ছিলাম আপনাদের রেসিপি ট্রাই করার জন্য, বাট ফর সাম রিজন আজকের রেসিপিটা পারফেক্ট হয়নি।
আমি আর কি বলবো, মানে যেখানে আপনি টপ স্কোরার ছিলেন আর আপনি নিজেই আপনার পার্টনারকে বেছে নিয়েছেন আর আপনার অনেক সুযোগ সুবিধা ছিল, সেখান থেকে দুজন মিলে দুজনের কম্বিনেশনে আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ডিংয়ে এই মহামঞ্চে এসে আরও একটু মানে থাকে না আশা বেড়ে যায়, আপনাদের প্রতি সেই আশাটা বেড়ে গিয়েছিল। আমি বলবো না খুব খারাপ, প্লেটিংটা খুব সিম্পলের মধ্যে ভালো লাগছে। ঘি ভাতটা আমার কাছে সবচেয়ে বেশি ইন্টারেস্টিং লেগেছে। বড়াটা সল্টটা ব্যালেন্স হলে এটা খুবই একটা পারফেক্ট বড়া হতো, কারণ এটার মধ্যে মনে হয় একটু লেমন পাতা দিয়েছেন তাই না?
হ্যাঁ, একটু
লেমন জেস্ট দিয়েছেন, এটার ফ্লেভারগুলো আসছে, মুখে পাওয়া যাচ্ছে। জাস্ট সল্টিটা একটু বেশি হয়ে যাওয়াতে সব কিছু মিলিয়ে কেমন যেন একটা হয়েছে। থ্যাংক ইউ।
কস্টিং ঠিক আছে নিশাদ?
থ্যাংক ইউ নিশাদ এবং মৌসুম।
Hiện nay ây da, này không hai ba vinh danh cả hai hạng mục các thứ. Teo 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 teo. Lẽ cọp lẽ gian. Mua một chìa khóa này. Bùm, duy thật là công nghệ. Khỏi chấm. Mày bì cái xấu lắm. Cửa hàng xoay tua 9 ngày nữa. Ui trời ơi, very lâu ấy. Mũi tên thơ thần thoại Asia xấu lắm. Thánh địa thần long. Let's continue to watch. 미쳤어. Now let me see. Một chút áp lực đấy. Onjin. Logistics gì cho anh chơi đi. quả. Tôm frui. Tóc kho quả. Bên mình còn bơ. Bơ let's go bơ. Hả? Cái gì vậy? Cái gì vậy? Cái gì vậy? Cái gì vậy? Mày nhọn nhọt. Mùa trước là mùa gì nhỉ? À, đi xin thiên cung các thứ. À, nhớ remember. Một x nhọt. Mười lăm 14. Triển khai 13 tướng không? Mày hãy đổi sân ta, mình chưa có sân nha. Chưa có sân nha. Chưa có sân, chưa có pet có hiệu kết liễu. À, Shiba. Bom. Bình tĩnh nào. Ôi các 150 rồi. Đánh được cái map cuối rồi. 160 đổi map xong. Chẳng có con gì nhỉ? Thắng được đấy. 1, 2, 3, 4 này. Này kia không áp chết à? Áp chết không? Lắp đồ kìa. Nhưng mà mình nhiều đồ hơn á. Mình win chắc rồi. Em cảm ơn anh trả lời em bao lâu. Hỏi chấm bri. Như thế này sẽ bị mình chưa luôn đấy. Đó. Đó. Nice. Ui, đau mông thế. Thua. Có một người là đôi mình đi qua. Bém. Đùa hay sao ấy. Chắc như đùa ấy. Cơn mưa chúng ta sau này chẳng có chúng ta bây giờ.